Psychosis doesn't always arrive with chaos. Sometimes it begins quietly. A thought that feels too real. A coincidence that feels perfectly timed. And then, slowly, the world begins to warp. What's real and what isn't starts to blur. And the person experiencing it may not even realize they've crossed that line. Before a full episode of psychosis, there's often a prodromal phase. This is the early warning period, and it's easy to miss. The person might withdraw socially. They may become suspicious, anxious, or emotionally flat. Sleep and self-care fall away. Their thinking becomes harder to follow, or more abstract. Something's off, but they still seem functional, until they're not. Psychosis doesn't come from nowhere. There's often a genetic vulnerability, a family history of schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, or major depression. But environmental stressors also play a role. Trauma, substance use, sleep deprivation, grief. In someone predisposed, these can trigger a break. The first full episode of psychosis. Often, it's the perfect storm. Some people have one episode and recover fully. Others go on to develop conditions like schizophrenia or schizoaffective disorder. Every untreated episode increases risk for chronic illness. That's why early intervention is critical, not just to reduce symptoms, but to protect long-term functioning and identity. The earlier the support, the better the outcome. From the outside, psychosis can look like confusion or paranoia, but inside, it feels like truth. The voices are heard, not imagined. The paranoia is certainty, not fear. Someone might believe they're being watched, followed, even poisoned, and that belief is unwavering. Insight disappears. The illness convinces them nothing's wrong, and that's part of the danger. Psychosis is a symptom, not a diagnosis. It occurs in schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, psychotic depression, drug-induced states, and some medical conditions. The features differ, but the impact is the same. The person disconnects from shared reality. Their thoughts, emotions, and perceptions no longer align with the world around them. Psychosis is treatable. Antipsychotic medication, therapy, sleep stabilization, and support can help someone reconnect. Many people recover, fully or partially, with the right care. Recovery doesn't mean the absence of symptoms. It means reclaiming a sense of identity, autonomy, and meaning. But that recovery depends on access, safety, and time. Medications work, but side effects are real. Weight gain, fatigue, emotional dullness, sexual dysfunction. Combine that with poor insight, and it's easy to see why many stop treatment. But each relapse can worsen the brain's ability to recover. Long-acting injections, trusted clinicians, and peer support all help. So does understanding, not blame. Not everyone who experiences psychosis develops schizophrenia. Some recover completely. Others learn to manage relapses. But untreated psychosis can become chronic and deeply isolating. Early intervention, structure, safe housing, and community support make the biggest difference. Recovery is possible, but it takes more than medication. It takes connection. Psychosis disconnects a person from reality. Our job is to hold that reality steady until they can reach for it again. Not by force, not with shame, but with compassion. If someone you love is showing signs, don't wait. Don't argue. Create safety. Seek support. Help is available, and no one has to walk through psychosis alone. Thank you for watching. We will see you in the next video.